again, thank you for everyone for watching, subscribing, and it's good to see that the messages are getting out there. It's simple, so simple, yet I probably see 80% of the time when people are dealing with things, they're not doing this, they're doing something else which is adding to the problem or causing more problems. All right, so just to generalize, when people are dealing with problems of any sort of nature, and we'll go through some examples, you don't have to focus on the negative problem that's happening at the time, okay? You might be dealing with maybe a breakup, all right? Maybe it could be a financial loss, okay? Maybe you've injured yourself. Your car might have broke down. Maybe you were made redundant. Maybe something broke around the house, you need to fix it. Maybe something happened to someone else and they've come to you for advice. I know you'll be watching this thinking of a problem you'll be dealing with at this very moment. I don't think anyone goes through life with no problems. So whatever the problem is, bring it to this situation. And what I see a lot is it's great to have a social network and support. I'm not saying don't have that. But what I hear and see a lot in the coaching work that I do is people will go to their friends, their best friends, and just dump the problem on them, And like I said, not to say don't share what you're going through, that's different. But sometimes people can just leave their friends with the problem and there's no solution that's come from it, okay? In a way, you can feel better because you've just offloaded everything that you're going through. And maybe your friends listen, maybe they've given practical advice, maybe I'm not a fan of sympathising, all right? Sympathising won't help you move forwards. They can empathise, it's different. But sometimes it's just that dumping of the problem that can feel like it's just the load is off the chest. But you go back to life, the problem's still there. I know you can know what I'm talking about there. The simple thing you have to do is just shift to a solution-focused mindset. Okay, that's the tip for today. It's so simple, yet I don't know, for some reason I see it doesn't happen 80% of the time, so I thought I'd just make a quick video about it. Solution-focused means whatever you're dealing with, straight away you're thinking, how can I fix it? What can I do to make that better? What can I do to problem solve that? Rather than going, it's happened again, and then you can go into a really negative cycle where you spiral, all right, and it can delay the problem. You can get into a really negative energy and mindset, and that can go on for a minute, an hour, a day, a week. That's as long as you allow it to go for, all right? So, but you don't have to go that way. You don't have to, no matter how big the problem is, like I get it, people deal with a lot of heavy things, everyone does. There's always answers. Things happen for a reason and we go through things for a reason, and sometimes it's so we can learn something from it. Okay, so next time or now, even if you're going through something difficult, you can just ask, what's the lesson here? Why is this happening? What's on the other side of this? What am I getting out of this? People don't really go through things for no reason. The world doesn't dump negative things on people for no reason, A lot of negative problems and things may not come from God. I know this isn't an angel message, but I'm just generalizing here. They can come from, there's a lot of negative forces in the world as well, and that's where a lot of problems can come from. And they love it when people focus on their negativity, all right? There are people out there, not saying it's you guys watching this, but some people thrive on negativity. It gives them attention. People feel sorry for them, or that's what they hope. And so they don't like to problem solve. They like to dwell in their negativity. They get attention, and they just loathe, they bathe in it, okay? If you've ever been around someone who just likes to, it's like the victim, victimhood. If they like to play the victim, they can dump on you. You can leave that feeling really heavy. And you're thinking, why do I feel so bad? What just happened? If you're taking on negative energy, that can make you feel like that, all right? So some people love to thrive on their negativity. Look, at the end of the day, the only person that can help someone is themselves, okay? Even as a coach, I can't do the work for the person, all right? It's all up to them. I don't take on problems, all right? I help pull people out of their problems, all right? and get them back on the path they want to be on. So whatever the problem is you're going through now, or whatever the next problem is that you go through, if you catch yourself getting in a bit of a negative funk and thinking, oh, why is this happening? This sucks. We all can have crappy days. I totally get it. That happens. And sometimes things do happen that are out of our control. I totally get it. But there's always an answer. All right? You don't have to live in the negativity. Okay? You can go straight to problem solving mode. And in that instance, you move straight away to moving past that problem. Okay? If you've suffered a financial loss, all you have to do is ask yourself, okay, what can I do to fix this? You can always ask the universe, help me, what can I do? All right, the answers will come. Okay, every situation is different. I don't have time to go through a lot of them in detail today in this video. That's not what this video is for, but whatever the problem is, there's always an answer. Okay, so next time you're going through something, if you've lost a lot of money, if you're going through a legal situation, you can ask, what situation do I want out of this? What are the answers to solve this? Often it's very simple. You know, I work with people and sometimes the answer's right there. You know, I can see it, but sometimes they can't. Okay? Likewise, I've been through situations where I can't see the answer straight away, okay, until I start inquiring. All right, to asking what solutions are available, what can I do? I mean, you might get a multiplex or a multitude of answers. Some may be better than others. All right? But it just gets you out of that cycle of spiraling that can last for days. You won't be productive while that's happening. It can affect your relationships. You know, you've probably been around people that have done the same as well, and they spiral in negative cycles. But you don't have to do that. All right. I don't see many people shift straight to a problem-solving mode. It's easier to dwell on the negativity. So next time something's happened, all right, if you've had a fight with your partner, with your family member, you're going through a legal situation, your car's broken down, something's broken around the house, maybe you're not just being as productive as you want to be, something might have happened, maybe your kids got into trouble, something happened, all right, just ask, what can I do to solve this, to rectify this, and that way you can keep moving on with life. Okay, problems don't come to stop you, okay, they come for a lesson, so you can move forwards, learn from it, grow from it, and move forwards. Okay, it's super simple, this tip. It's very easy to apply. I just see most of the time people don't do it. All right, so I'd sort of leave you with this message. Maybe you're doing this really well already. Maybe you've had some times where you thought, oh yeah, I did get caught in that negative situation. We all can. It's okay. You know, forgive yourself and move on. It's not a bad thing. It's just you can learn from it, be more effective in life, get more done, be more proactive, be more positive, and be happier overall, and be more effective at dealing with life's problems, because every day, typically, something will come, something will happen that we have to deal with, all right? I hope you got something out of this video. Thank you. If you found it useful, please subscribe or hit the like button. I'd love to hear some wins or some problems or whatever you're going through. Feel free to leave some comments in the comments section below. Many blessings. Thank you for watching and have a great day.